So you got your real estate license and first few word of mouth clients. And now it's time to take your real estate business to the next level by creating a professional real estate business website. And that's what we are going to cover in this video. We will take you through step-by-step process of how you can create a professionally looking real estate business website using WordPress and the most powerful page builder, that is Divi. And the best part is, during all this, you don't have to touch a single line of code. So if that sounds interesting, then let's dive in. My name is Ankit and you're watching Elegant Themes YouTube channel, the makers of the Divi page builder. Now before we proceed, I would like to mention that all the links, resources and plugins that we are going to use or recommend in this video, we have added the links to all of them in the video description below. So if you want to check out details about any one of them, you can go ahead and check out the link in the video description below. And some of the links might be our affiliate links. So if you use those links to make your purchase, we might earn a little bit of kickback, which is not going to cost you anything extra, but it's definitely going to help us create more helpful and free content just for you. And if you want to read about each and every step that we are going to cover in this video, we have created a complete blog post that you can follow and create your website using Divi. So if you want to follow along and read the blog post, we are going to leave a link for that in the video description below. So let's talk about the step number 1, that is booking our business domain. Now a domain is your online identity for your business, which people are going to search online in order to find your business on the internet. So we need to make sure that the domain that we are going to book for our business should reflect the identity of our business. So before you go ahead and book your business domain, make sure you check few things. Number 1, make sure you book a domain name which is exact match of your business or your brand name, so that it's easy for your offline customers to find your business online. Number 2, make sure you always go for a .com domain extension first. But in case if .com domain extension is not available for your business or your brand name, then you can look for other domain extensions as well. But your first priority should always be a .com domain extension. Number 3, and this one is really important, make sure you book a domain from a website which gives you free domain privacy, which means all the contact information that you provide while booking your domain will always be kept private with the domain registrar. Otherwise, your contact information will be visible publicly and you are going to get a lot of spam emails and phone calls. And I'm sure as a business owner, you don't want to spend time handling that. So that's why you should always book your domain from a website which allows free domain privacy. And for this one, we always recommend websites like namecheap.com, which offers a wide variety of domain extensions at some amazing prices. And above all, you get a domain privacy for free of cost for lifetime. And if you want to get some exclusive deals on the domain that you're going to book, make sure you check out the link in the video description below. And once you click on that link, you will land up on page like this one. And here you just need to type in your business name. So let's say we try to book this domain and we are going to search for a .com extension. And once we enter the desired domain name, we just need to click on search to check if the domain is available or not. And this one shows available, so we can just go ahead and click on add to cart and then click on our cart on the top right corner. And let's click on view cart. So on this cart page, we can see we are going to book this domain for 1 year. And along with that, we are also getting a domain privacy for free of cost forever, which means that whenever we are going to renew our domain, we are going to get the domain privacy free. So you don't have to spend anything extra to protect your privacy. And once everything looks fine, you can just go ahead and click on confirm order. And you will be redirected on the checkout page where you can do the payment using your credit card, or maybe you can use PayPal as well. Now let's move on to the next step, that is booking our website hosting. Now think of web hosting as your website's home. It stores your website files and makes them accessible to your visitors. Now there are various hosting providers available, including SiteGround, Pressable, Flywheel and Cloudways, as you can see here on our Divi hosting page. Now these providers offer hosting designed for WordPress and Divi. So an optimized WordPress hosting ensures that your website is fast, safe and well equipped to run WordPress. And these hosts are designed to run Divi flawlessly. Now of the 4, we are going with SiteGround because it offers the most value for money, which is great for a beginner. SiteGround offers free email, site migration, SSL certificate, and one-click WordPress install. If you want to learn more about the web hosting that we recommend, make sure you check out the link in the video description below, or you can visit elegantthemes.com/hosting. Now, in order to get best deals with the SiteGround hosting plans, make sure you click on the link in the video description below, and this is going to take you to the SiteGround website. And here you can just click on Get Started and choose your suitable plan. So let's say we go with starter plan, which starts with $2.99 per month. So let's click on Get Plan. Now, some website hosting company also provide a free domain for first year, and that's the case with SiteGround as well. If you want to book a new domain, you can enter the domain here and then click on Continue, and you will get a free domain for first year. But in case if you have already purchased your domain, you can go ahead and click on Existing Domain and then enter your domain name here and then click on Continue. So you can enter your existing domain name here and then click on Continue. And after that, you will have this checkout page where you first need to enter your account information. So here you can enter your email address, a strong password to create your SiteGround account. And after that, you just need to enter some client information. And after that, we have the payment information where we can enter our card details. And if we scroll down at the very bottom, here we can see the order summary says we are getting this hosting plan for 1 year for $35.88 only. So you can go ahead and do the payment and complete the checkout process, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so after booking our hosting provider, it's time to install WordPress on it. Now there are various ways by which you can install WordPress, but thanks to the auto install feature of SiteGround, which helps you install WordPress in just a few clicks. Let me show you how. So once we are done with the purchase of our hosting plan, we will see this dashboard once we log in our SiteGround account. And from here, we need to go to websites. And this is the panel where it will show all the websites that we are going to host with this hosting plan. So as we are going to add a new one, so we click on New Website. And here we again get an option to book a new domain, or we can link our existing domain with this hosting account. Or if you want to just see how everything works, how you can use the hosting panel and various other stuff, you can use the temporary domain from here. And once you connect your domain, we will land up on this page where we can either start a new website or we can migrate already existing WordPress website to our SiteGround account. But right now we are going to build everything from scratch. So we are going to click on Start New Website and then click on Select from here. And after that, we can choose whatever application we want to install. So here we have option for WordPress. We can install WordPress along with WooCommerce, that is the e-commerce plugin for WordPress, or we can also install Weebly Site Builder. But right now, let's go ahead and install WordPress from here. So we click on Select. And here we need to enter the email address that we are going to use to log in our WordPress setup. And after that, we need to enter the password to log in our WordPress backend. So I would highly recommend that you go ahead and click on Generate so that you can have a strong password for your login. And after that, we just need to click on Continue. And after that, we have an option to add Site Scanner as an additional service. So we can go ahead and skip that and click on Finish. Now it's going to take a few seconds to do all the backend stuff, and we will be ready with our fresh WordPress copy installed on our SiteGround hosting server. Alright, so we are done with our setup, and here we have three options. We can go and visit the front end of our website. So let's click on this. So this is how the WordPress front end looks like, and we are going to customize everything here. And after that, we have an option to access the WordPress backend. So we can click on this and it will take us to the WordPress backend. But let's go ahead and click on websites. And here we have our website, which we have just created on the SiteGround hosting server. So in order to log in the WordPress backend, we can simply choose the WordPress admin button right here. Let's click on this. And this is going to redirect us to the backend of our WordPress setup. So here is the welcome screen of WordPress starter from SiteGround itself. So let's click on exit this wizard. And here we are in a fresh copy of our WordPress setup. Alright, so once we are done with setting up WordPress on our hosting server, it's time to install the Divi theme. Now in order to download the Divi theme, we need to go to elegantthemes.com, and here if you have not purchased the Divi theme yet, you can go ahead and click on the pricing plan here. And here you will get two pricing plans. Along with that, you can also check the lifetime price for the Divi theme. And you can check out all the details about the pricing plan and choose the one which suits best for your requirement. If you want to use the power of Divi AI, then you need to go for the Divi Pro plan, which is right now at $277 per year. And once you are done with the purchase, you just need to click on My Accounts and then click on Product Downloads. And it's going to take you to the members area, and in the themes and plugins section, here you can see the download Divi theme button. So let's click on this. And this is going to download the zip file for the Divi theme. And once we have downloaded the zip file, we now need to go back to our WordPress backend and go to Appearance and then click on Themes. And here right now we have the default 2024 theme. So let's go ahead and click on Add New Theme. And then we will click on Upload. And then we will choose the zip file that we have just downloaded. So let's click on this. And here is the zip file that we have just downloaded. Let's select that and then click on Install Now. Alright, so now the theme is installed. Let's go ahead and activate the Divi theme. So we are going to click on Activate button from here. And now we have installed Divi theme on our WordPress setup. Now the next step is to activate the Divi license so that we can start using the Divi theme on this website. Now in order to activate our license key, we can go to the left hand side navigation, and here we have theme options. Let's click on that. And from here we need to go to updates, and here we need to enter our username as well as our API key. So once again we need to go to elegantthemes.com, and in my account section I will go to username and API key, and here we have the username. So we click on this and it will get copied automatically, and then come back here and paste it under the username section. And for the API keys, I'm just going to click on this key here, which is again going to get copied automatically, and then come back here in my backend and then paste the API key here and click on Save Changes. And with that, we have successfully activated Divi license on this WordPress setup. Now just in case if you want to use Divi on multiple websites, so you can go ahead and generate separate API key for each website you are working on. So for that, you need to come back here in your members account, and under API keys, we have an option to generate new API key. So this is going to give you a new unique API key that you can use on any other website. And just for your reference, you can also add a label here, which makes it easy for you to track the API key which you are using on a particular website. So as we are in the Divi theme options right now, so let's go ahead and check what are the other options we have here. So after adding our API key, we can now move on to the first step, that is General. And here we have a lot of options that we can use to customize our Divi website. Starting with the first option where we can upload our logo for our business. So we can click on Upload from here, and from the media library, we can choose a preloaded image and use it as our logo. Along with that, we can also play around if you want to use the fixed navigation bar. And we can also set the default colors for our website. So this is going to be really helpful to keep the color consistency on all the pages of our website. And if you scroll down, there are a lot of other options that you can play around with. After that, we also have an option to customize the navigation of our website. And after that, we have an option for Builder. So we can enable where we want to use a Divi Builder to create our pages, post, and other custom post types. So we can use the Divi Builder on all the post types on this website. After that, we have layout. So here we can choose which item to display on the blog post section, and we can also play around with the other settings of blog post. And after that, we also have an option to customize the ad display on this website, and we can also do settings related to SEO. And after that, if you want to play around with some advanced settings, we can also add some custom codes in header and footer or anywhere on this website. And if you want to deep dive in each and every option of Divi Theme Customizer, then we have created a separate video for that, which you can watch after this video. So we are going to link that in the video description below. Alright, so if we come back here in Appearance and then go to Themes, here we can see we have activated the Divi theme, and now we can get rid of all these default themes just to keep it clean here. So let's go ahead and click on Theme Detail and click on Delete. Alright, same for this one. And same for this one as well. Alright, so now we only have the Divi theme installed on this setup. Alright, so let's start by creating our home page first. So here from our WordPress dashboard, we go to Pages and we click on Edit for our home page. And then we will click on Edit with Divi Builder from here. And this is going to give us three options. First, we'll be building from scratch. So we will be using all the rows, columns, and different Divi modules to create the page from the ground up. Or we can choose the second option where we get all the pre-made layouts we need to create any kind of website. So we will be able to create our entire site by just using the pre-made layouts. Or the third one, we can use the Divi AI, in which we just need to give a small description or a prompt for the page that we want to create, and the Divi AI will take care of the rest. So first, let's see how we can use the pre-made layouts, and then I'll show you how you can use the Divi AI to create the entire web page. So let's click on Browse Layouts from here. And this is the Divi library where you will have a lot of templates and layouts that you can use to create any kind of website. So no matter what kind of website you are trying to build, chances are you will be able to find a layout for it in this template library. And just in case, if you are not able to find the exact match, then you will be able to find something similar that you are trying to create and then edit that using the easy to use Divi Page Builder. So right now, let's say we are trying to create a real estate website. So in the search box, we can type real estate. And here are the layout packs that we can use to create a real estate agent website. So if we click on this home page template, so here we can see this is the home page that we will get using this layout. And along with that, this layout pack consists of 8 different layouts to create different kind of pages like about, contact, blog, listing, and various others. So if we click on the live demo here, we can open the home page preview in a new tab, and this is how our entire website will look. And this looks pretty clean and professional. Now in order to add this layout on our WordPress setup, we just need to click on Use this layout from here, and it will start importing the complete layout on our home page. And this is just going to take a few seconds. Alright, so now our home page is ready. We are right now in the Divi Visual Builder. Here we can see we can edit all the sections, rows, and different elements. So let's say you want to edit this text here. So all you need to do is just click on this and just start typing. So whatever content you want to edit, you just need to click on this and it will become editable. And in the same way, you will be able to edit all these sections, columns, and images, or whatever text you want to edit. So this is how easy it is to use a pre-made layout from Divi library and create the entire page in just a few clicks. Now once we are done with designing the home page of our website, let's go ahead and create other pages. And after that, we are going to cover how we can add all these pages in our primary navigation. So let's come back here in our WordPress backend. And in order to create a new page, we need to go to Pages. And here we have already designed our home page. We have a sample draft page for privacy policy, and we already have a sample page which we can get rid of, and then we can create a new page. Let's say we want to add another page like about us or maybe a contact page. So let's do that. So first we click on add new page, and then let's call it about us. Let's click on publish, and then let's click on add new again. And this time we will call it contact us and publish this page as well. And maybe we also want to add a blog page. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's call it blog and then publish. Alright, so now we can come back here in our backend. Here we can see that the pages that we have created are in random order. We want our home page on the top of the list. Then maybe we can add about us, then contact us, and then blog, and privacy page or terms and condition pages, they can come lower in the list. So let's see how we can rearrange this list. So first, for our home page, we need to click on quick edit from here. And then in the order, we will make it as 1 and then click on update. After that, for about us page, we will click on quick edit. We will mark the order as 2. Let's update this. And for the contact page, we will mark it as maybe 3. And same for the blog page, we will mark it as order 4. And then for maybe the privacy policy page, we will mark it as 10, maybe at the bottom. In between, we can add more pages. So let's update this. And now if we refresh this page, we can see our pages are now rearranged. So we have home on the top, then about us, contact, blog, and privacy policy at the very bottom. Now once we have created our pages, let's go ahead and use these pages to create our navigation menu. So for that, we need to go to Appearance and then click on Menus. And here we first need to give a name to the menu that we want to create. So let's say we call it Top Menu. And then we also check mark this as our primary menu so that it will get replaced on our header. So let's click on Create Menu. And then we can add our pages here. So we click on Select All and then Add to Menu. Once again, we can rearrange the items here. So let's take Home on the top. Then comes About Us. Then comes Contact Us. And after that, we have Blog Page. Let's click on Save Menu in order to save our changes. And now if we open this website in the front end, so here we have our navigation in the website header. Now once we have created all the pages, it's time to set the page that we have named as home as the home page of our website, so that whenever any visitor try to open our domain name in the web browser, they will land on the page that we define as our home page. In this case, we are going to define our page named as home as our home page. So for that, we need to go to Settings and then click on Reading. And here we have an option, Your Home Page Display. So we are going to choose a static page here. And then for the home page, we can select the page name here. So here we can see our pages are getting listed here. So we can make any page as our home page. But right now we will select the page named as home. And we can also set a page for our blog post, but we are going to leave it as it is. And then we will click on Save Changes. If we come back here on our pages, we can now see this page is showing as front page. So now whatever content we want to show on the home page of our website, we need to add it on this page. Now as we are on the home page right now, if we scroll down at the very bottom, here we can see this footer is coming from the layout that we have just imported, and it looks beautiful and really professional. But if we scroll down a little bit more, here we have the footer from the default Divi theme. So let's go ahead and replace our default footer with the one which we got from the layout that we have just imported. So here if we mouse over, this is the entire section which is holding our complete footer. So let's go ahead and click on these three dots here and then copy this section. And now we can just remove this section from here because we don't want to repeat two footers on the same page. We will be having just one footer which we will replace here in the default theme of our website. So for that, first we need to click on Save Changes to save whatever changes we have done on the home page. And then we will click on Exit Visual Builder. So we will be back on the home page of this site. And now if we go back in our WordPress backend and then go to Divi and click on Theme Builder. So this is the Divi theme builder, and here we have option to add a global header. We can create a global body structure, or we can create a global footer. And these are the basic three parts of every page on our site. So right now we will click on Add Global Footer. And this again going to give us two options, Build Global Footer or Add from Library. But we have already copied the entire section which we want to use as our footer. So we will go with Build Global Footer option. Let's click on this. And here we have a blank canvas where we can add all the modules as we want and create our footer. So right now we will just right click on this and then click on Paste Section. And boom, here we have our entire footer that we have just copied from the ready-made template, and we have added that in our global footer. So now if we scroll at the top, we can get rid of this default section. And here we have a clean and professional looking footer for our website. Now once again, we click on these three dots at the bottom and then save whatever we have done in this section. And now we can just close this And finally, we will click on Save Changes to save all the changes we made in the Divi theme builder. And now if we open our site in the front end, this is how the home page looks, which we have just imported. And if we scroll down at the very bottom, here is the footer that we have just added as our global footer. And below this, there is no other footer coming from our Divi theme. Now, if we click on any other page, so here we have a blank page, but we have our global footer showing here as well. So which means whatever page we visit, we are going to get the same footer on all the pages. And that's the motive of creating a global footer. Now, in the same way, we can go ahead and create a global header, as well as we can create a template that is global body for our web pages. So once we have created all the pages for our website, let's see how we can use the Divi Visual Builder to create or edit any page as we want. So let's say we have a sample page here and we want to edit this with Divi. So let's click on Edit with Divi. And this is how your page will look once you are inside the Divi Visual Builder. And everything in the Divi Visual Builder is divided into 3 parts. Number 1 is the parent section, which holds everything. And under that, we have a row which we can divide into different columns. And under that column, we can add different modules. Like in this case, we have a text module here. Now let me show you everything from the very beginning. So let's go ahead and remove everything from here. So we delete this section, and as soon as we clear everything, we will get this pop-up which will ask us to add a row. So here we can select if we want to add a single column, double, triple, or any other structure. So let's say we want to first add a single column layout. Let's click on this. And now it's asking us in this particular row where we have selected one column, what module we want to add. So once again, let's say we want to add a text module. So here is your text module, and let's click on this. So here we have the sample text from our text module, and here we have a pop-up which we can drag anywhere on the screen to control the module settings. Now what I personally like is to drag this pop-up to the very left and stick it to the left of the screen so that I can control every setting on the left and I can see the preview on the right. Now whatever module we add on our page, we will always get this setting pop-up or the left-hand panel if you stick it on the left. And this is controlled by 3 tabs. Tab number 1 is content, where we do all the editing and content stuff. And after that, we have a design tab where we can control all the styling of the particular module. And after that, we have the advanced tab, which controls the advanced settings of that particular module. So in this case, here in the content section, we can add whatever content we want. And then we can choose a background image or a background color for this module. So let's say we add a color like this one to make it a little bit of gray shade. After this, we can go to design, and here we can play around with all the stylings. Let's say we go to text, and maybe we can change the font size, or maybe we can play with letter spacing and everything that you can imagine to style your module. And once we are done with all the editing, we can go to this green check mark here. If we click on this, it's going to save our changes. Now you can go ahead and add as many sections or rows to create your entire page. Let's say inside this same section, we want to add another row, but this time we want to add a 2-column layout. So we mouse over here below this row, and we now see a green plus icon here, which means that it is going to add a new row. And here we have the structure of 2-column. So we click on this, and now we get the 2 gray plus icon, which means that we need to add one module on the left and second module on the right hand side column, which means that we can add modules in left column as well as on the right column. So maybe on the left hand side, you want to add some text like this one. So I'll leave the sample text here, and maybe on the right hand side in the second column, we want to add an image module. So we click on this image module here, and right now we will leave it as it is with the placeholder image, but we can always go ahead and delete this and upload the image from our media library, or even generate from AI, which we are going to try in few minutes. And once we are done, just simply click on this green check mark here and all the changes will be saved. So this is just a quick overview of how you can design your entire page using Divi Visual Builder. Now, if you want to deep dive into this and learn what advanced layouts you can create using Divi Visual Builder, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and check out the video that we will link in the description below so that you can learn everything about the Divi Visual Builder. So once you are done with this video, make sure you go ahead and check the video description below to learn more about Divi Visual Builder. And now we can just click on these three dots and then click on publish to save our changes to publish this page if you are doing it first time, or click on save if the page is already published. And then we can just click on exit Visual Builder and then we will land on the front end of this page. So till now we have seen how amazing the Divi layout packs are and how easy it is to create any kind of web page using these layouts. Now let me show you how you can use Divi AI to create the entire page for your website. So we come back here in our WordPress backend and let's go ahead and create a new page. So we go to pages and click on add new page and maybe we call it AI home and let's save the draft first. And then we will use the Divi builder. And now again we have the three options. So this time we are going to choose build with AI. So let's generate the layout. And here in the first option, we need to describe the page that we want to create. So here we need to add a little bit of description about the web page that we want to create. And after that, we also can enter the detail about our complete website so that it can just use all the information to create the relevant page. And after that, we have three options for images. First, we have stock images, so which will definitely be a faster option. So the system don't have to take time to generate images using AI and then create the entire page. It will just use the stock photography and then create the entire page using AI. And after that, if you really want to speed it up, then you can use the placeholder images only. So this will actually create a wireframe kind of page, and on which you will just replace the images maybe from the media library, or you can use the Divi AI to generate images, which we are going to cover in just a few minutes. So I've just entered a simple description about the page that I want to create, and I'm going to leave the website description blank. And again, the images will be used from the stock images. And before we hit generate, we have an option to customize our fonts and colors as well. So if we click on this, here we can set what should be the fonts and various colors for our page that we are going to create. So the best way to go ahead with this is to use your website default theme so that we will have consistent fonts and colors. So I'm just going to choose that website default here like this. And then let's click on generate layout and see what we get. So again, this is going to take a few minutes to do the backend AI stuff, and we will have a complete layout generated by Divi AI. So here we have our page generated by Divi AI. And on the right hand side, we can see that these are the 10 images used using the free stock photography website. And in this case, we got these images from unsplash.com. And this is the page that we got. So if you scroll down, it looks pretty clean and looks really professional design that we can easily use for our website. So this is how easy it is to use Divi AI to create any kind of page on your website in just a few seconds. So creating a complete web page is just one of the superpowers of Divi AI. Let me show you how you can use the Divi AI to create some amazing looking images as well as content for your website. So here we are back on the same page that we have just generated using Divi AI. And if we scroll down here, we have this image. So let's go ahead and replace this image and generate a new one using Divi AI. So we mouse over on this, and for this module, we have this cog icon here. Let's click on this and we can simply go ahead and remove this image. And now we have an icon. It says AI. Let's click on this and we get an option to generate with AI. So we choose this one. And now we have an option to choose the image style. So we can choose photo, digital painting, concept art, and various others. But right now for this example, we will choose photo only. And after that, we have image description where we need to describe what kind of image we want to generate, or we can say, here is the point where we need to type in our image prompt. And after that, we also have an option to upload a reference image to generate a similar looking image. And after that, we can give the aspect ratio and dimensions for our image. So let me just go ahead and enter a simple image prompt or description here and see what we get as an output. So once we are ready, just click on generate and boom, it's already done. And these all look so clean and professional. So we can select this, or maybe we can click on generate for more, or we can just use this image as it is. And boom, here we have a fresh image added on our page using Divi AI. And once we are done, we just need to click on this green check mark here to save our changes. And this is how easy it is to use Divi AI to generate some high quality images for our website. Now after images, let's see how we can use Divi AI to generate content for our website. So if we scroll down a little bit more, so let's say we want to add a new row here. We click on this plus icon. We will add a single column row. And we will add a text module. Let's say we want to add a little bit of description about our team. So let's see how we can use Divi AI for this. So we scroll down here. Let's remove this sample content. And here again, we have an AI icon here. Let's click on this. And here we have write with AI. Let's choose this one. And again, we can select the content type. So in this case, we will choose paragraph, or you can choose title, button, even blog posts, or social media post. So we will keep it on paragraph. And again, we need to give a little bit of description or prompt to create this paragraph text. And after that, we need to add some context. So it's going to take context from the same page itself, or maybe we can choose other options as well. So let me just go ahead and give a simple instruction or prompt here. All right, so we have added our description. And before we generate our text, we also have an option for guide me. And here we can choose the tone of voice. So we can choose creative, informative, or even funny. And we can enter our specific keyword as well. And after that, we can also define the exact length and words of the content that we want to generate. Along with that, we can also choose the language in which we want to generate our content. So we are going to leave everything as it is and then click on generate text. And boom, within just a few seconds, our content is ready, and this is how it looks. And if you're not satisfied with the generated paragraph, you can go ahead and retry it to regenerate, or you can improve with AI and do all these improvements on this current generated text. So right now, if we click on use this text, it will be added on our website, and then we can just do all the editing as per we need. And once we are done, we can simply click on this green check mark to save our changes. And maybe we want to duplicate this one and drag this at the bottom so that we can add a heading here. And let's call it something like that. So using this, you can generate any kind of content on your website using Divi AI, even if it is a small paragraph, or you can generate a complete blog post using the same. Now once we are done with creating all the pages content, it's time to extend the functionality of our website. And for that, there are various plugins that you can install. So if your website is built on WordPress and you want to expand the functionality or features on your website, then chances are you will be able to find a plugin for that in the WordPress repository. For example, on your WordPress website, if you are considering organic traffic, then you cannot miss an SEO plugin. And for that, you can use SEO plugins like Rank Math or Yoast. Along with that, you cannot go wrong with a security plugin on your website. So make sure on your website you install a security plugin so that you can protect it from hackers and malwares. And as the time go by, you might be adding a lot of images on your website, maybe on your pages or maybe on the blog post. Then it's very important that you make sure that all the images are not taking too much space on the website server. And to fix that, there are image optimization plugins that you can add on your WordPress website. For example, plugins like EWW and Short Pixels are the plugins that can help you optimize the images that you have uploaded on your WordPress website. But as a rule of thumb, you should always use an image editing application like Canva or Photoshop to optimize your images for website so that you can reduce the burden on your website server and keep your website run smooth for your visitors. And in the end, make sure you always install a backup plugin on your WordPress website using which you can schedule regular backups for your WordPress website, and that backup can be stored in your Google Drive or any remote location online. Now, no matter how good your hosting provider is and how efficient their backup system is, make sure you always have a backup copy in your own hands. So make sure you install plugins like Updraft to take a regular backup of your WordPress website. So this is how easy it is to create your professional real estate business website using WordPress and the most powerful page builder Divi. So if you like this video, then make sure you give it a like and share it with your friends and community. And if you want to learn more about how you can use Divi, then make sure you check all the tutorials that you will link in the video description below. And for more WordPress videos like this one, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. That's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.